Hello students, I am here with another online class for you, and I hope that all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Creator. I am also well. At the very beginning of my class, I would like to welcome all of you Bhangagop Pilot Online School, and I would like to give my heartiest congratulations and special thanks to my honorable head teacher Mr. Mohammad Haidar Hussain, and also our respected secondary education officer Sohid Ahmed Jamshed sir and the authority of Banga Gopt Pilot Online School. They have created such a great opportunity for you to take part these online classes, and I hope that you are following your class routine, you are taking part your online classes, and you are doing your homework. And I hope that the classes of this online school are very effective for you to take your preparation to develop your skills in English languages. And I hope that my classes are also very effective to you for you. So I am going to take class for the students of class 9 and 10, especially for the students of class 9, and I hope that all of you are ready with your EFT English first paper. So my class is English first paper for the students of class 9 and 10, and I hope that you are ready with your English for today, EFT, exercise copy, pen, etc. Okay, so let's start our class. All of you know my identification. I am Joydev Kumar Pal, Assistant Teacher, English Morning Shift, Bhangagop Pilot High School, Bhanga, Faridpur. You can also see my identification on the screen. Students, this is class for 9 and 10, subject English first paper, and time only 30 minutes. At the very beginning of my class, I would like to draw your attention to some pictures. Look at the picture. What do you see in the picture? What type of images or what type of idea you get by this picture? Yes, I think, what do you see in the picture? Yes, tell. I think that you have already guessed the topic we are going to discuss today. Yes, there is a topic. This topic is related to these images you can see in the picture. Okay, I think you have already guessed the topic I am going to discuss. Yes, you are right. I am going to discuss the river Arizon, and it is about the mighty rivers, and the title of the lesson is the great of mighty rivers. Okay, so unit 5 lesson 1 page 56. So open your EFT book page 56. We are going to discuss a very important passage for you, English first paper. The students, at the very beginning of my class, I would like to introduce you with the learning outcomes. After finishing the class, I hope that students will be able to read and understand the text, tell the meaning of some words, new words, identify the statements true or false, answer the questions, and practice passive voice. Okay, dear students. So are you ready for the class? Yes, I hope that you are ready for the class. So you have already seen learning outcomes. As usually, I will discuss some important word vocabulary, the meaning and the uses of the word. So these words I hope that will be very effective for you to understand the passage very effectively. Okay, so pay attention on this vocabulary: slam, embankment, case, monsoon, shattered, turmoil. There are some new words for you: fallen leaves and straw, unsteady, polythene roof shelter, meal, whispering, river erosion. These are some new words, I think, and these are the key words of the passage. I hope that these key words will help you to understand the passage very usefully. So the students, guess the meaning of the word slam. At first you try to guess the meaning by seeing the images. You can see a photo related to slam. Okay, So you have already understood what the meaning of the slum. Yes, slum is an overpopulated area with tiny house, a small house, very small house. They are where poor people live in an unhealthy environment. Especially we see such type of slum in urban area. Okay, in urban area, in town, especially in the city of Dhaka, there are so many slums, so many poor people live here, working class people live here. They lead a very unhealthy life. Okay, for example, Mirjan lives in a slum. You can see the image of slum. Okay, have you understood the point slum? Yes, I think you have understood. Next one is embankment. This word is very related to this topic, embankment. What is embankment? You can see images, the embankment. This embankment means the bank, dam or barrage just on the bank of a river, and it is made to protect town or our land from the erosion of river. Okay, river erosion. To protect our land from the river erosion, we make such type of bank or damage or barrage, a stone made by earth or stone. Okay, so a walk or a bank of river earth or a stone built to prevent a river flooding every day of the year. Okay, so that the water of the rivers cannot enter into our land. So we make this type of prevent made by earth or stone. This is called embankment, and you will get a word, town protection embankment. Town protection embankment. So this protection is made generally to protect town from the water of the river, flood water, etc. Okay, so have you understood the point? The word embankment? Yes, I think you have understood. Next word, case. You know case, you can also see the image of case. It is the similar word of case is jail or prison, where we just make confined the birds or animals or the criminals. Okay, this is called case. A structure of birds where or wires in which birds or other animals are confined. We confine birds or other animals. You can see cage in our zoo. In a zoo, if you go to visit a zoo, you will say the animals are kept in cage. Okay, this is called cage. You will find the word cage, tiny cage. The cage is very small, and the houses in the slum are like cage, tiny cage. In this a small house which looks like a tiny cage, in these houses people live. You can imagine what type of houses in slum where people live. Okay, so have you understood the word case? Yes, I think you have understood. Monsoon. What is monsoon? Monsoon is a seasonal prevailing wind. Monsoon is a seasonal wind, and it creates rain in our country. It creates rain, or it's bring the beginning of a rainy season or rain in our country. A seasonal prevailing wind in the region of South and Southeast Asia, blowing from the southwest between May and September, and bringing rain or rainy season. Okay, so we are very last part of this rainy season or monsoon. Okay, so you can also see monsoon means the season of rainy season. Okay, have you understood what is monsoon? Yes, it is one kind of wind which causes rain or bring rainy season to our country. Next word, shattered. You can also see the image of shattered. When a glass is broken, when we take a glass is broken and it becomes so many pieces, then we call it is a shattered glass, shattered piece. Okay, a broken into many pieces. Shattered means broken into many pieces, break or cause to break suddenly and violently into pieces. Suppose you take a glass made of sand or glass, just if you drop the glass, it will break into many pieces. It is called shattered. You can also see the images, shattered. Next, turmoil. What is turmoil? You know, turmoil means something which is not very calm. Okay, Okay, it is restless, greater danger, great crisis, great trouble, a state of great disturbance in our life, in environment, in river like this. It is called turmoil. When river becomes very turbulent, great danger, great crisis in environment, in river, in your life, it is called turmoil. So turmoil means restless. It is not rest, and it is a very great danger in our life. It is called turmoil. Have you understood the point turmoil? Yes, you can also see an image to turmoil. Next, unsteady. Unsteady, which is not fixed. Suppose, look at my hand. This is steady hand. If I move my hand, it is called unsteady. That means it is moving. It is restless. Okay. So, in this passage, you will find the word unsteady fire. Unsteady fire means the fire which is not fixed. Okay. Which is not fixed. It is just moving for the wind. For the wind. So, troubled, unstable, restless, unsettled, liable to fall or shake, not firm. Okay, so this type of state of unsteadiness, it is called unsteady. Okay, so you can also see the image of unsteady. Next, meal. All of you know the meal. Yes, food or snacks we eat for 2 or 3 times in a day to satisfy our hunger, or to fill our stomach. When we feel hunger, we take food. It is called meal. Especially our breakfast or lunch and dinner or supper, it is called our meal. The people of Bangladesh take meals for 3 times in a day. Okay, have you understood the point? Meal, yes, it is food we eat. Next word, our whispering. Very interesting word, whispering. Whispering means to talk. You can see the image. Whispering, you speak very softly or slowly in a slow sound, especially for the sake of privacy. When we want to make the word or conversation private, or if we maintain privacy, we just talk to whispering like this. Okay, this is called whispering. But in this word, in this passage, you will find whispering wind. Whispering wind, that means the wind is making a sound, hissing sound, like this type of sound is called hissing sound. When this wind is making this type of sound, we call it whispering wind. Okay, next word, river erosion. Very important word. This passage is about river erosion and the life of a woman called Meherjan. River erosion, the process of eroding or breaking the bank of the river caused by flood or overflowing the water. Especially we see it in the rural area in the rainy season or monsoon. River erosion, you just easily understand what is river erosion by the image. Okay, have you understood the point? Yes, I think you have understood. Now, polythene roofed shelter. You know what is shelter? Shelter means where we live or we just wait for some time. It is called shelter. And when this shelter is polythene covered, this is called polythene covered. When a shelter is with polythene covered, it is called polythene roof shelter. A temporary shelter covered by polythene as roof. Okay, we see it in a slum, especially polythene roofed shelter. Have you understood the word? Yes, I think you have already understood. Now, fallen leaves and straw. Fallen leaves and straw. What is fallen leaves? Leaves means we know, and straw. Leaves and straw which we find on the ground, especially under a tree or in the road. And this type of straw and leaves, we use it to make fire to cook. In rural area, you will find the women, they are collecting these fallen leaves and straw, and they gather it and make fire for cooking. Okay, and especially in winter season, you will find the village people gather this fallen leaf and straw, make fire to keep themselves warm from the biting cold. Okay, so this is called fallen leaves and straw. So dear students, this is all about our key words, and I hope that you have understood the words very easily, and these words will help you understand the passage. As usually, we are going through, we are going to discuss or read out the passage, and I hope that you are ready with your EFT. Have you taken your EFT, English for Today book? Yes, I think you have taken. So pay attention. I am going through the passage. The passage is about the life of a Meherjan, and Meherjan is a woman. She lives in the bank of the river, mighty river Jamuna, but he is the victim of river erosion. Now he lives in Shirazganj town protection embankment. Now we will just go what happened in the life of Meherjan. Okay, who is Meherjan? Meherjan lives in a slum of the Shirazganj town protection embankment. So you know what is town protection embankment. I have already discussed it. Town protection embankment. So Meherjan lives in a slum. Where Meherjan lives? Where does Meherjan live? Meherjan lives in a slum. Where the slum is situated? Slum is situated in on the Shirazganj town protection embankment. Okay. Her polythene roofed shelter looks like a case. So her house polythene roofed. His roof is polythene, or house is covered by the polythene, and it looks like a case, a small case. Okay. Meherjan, or she is nearly 45. She is nearly 45, but she looks more than her age. She looks more than her age. Why she looks more than her age? She looks more aged, more than her age, because of poverty, because of disease. Okay, because of hunger, like this. In front of her shelter, that's when in front of her shelter where he lives, in front of, she is trying to make fire to cook the day's only meal. So Meherjan is trying, what is it trying? She is trying to make fire to cook the day's only meal. Day's only meal, that is, he only takes meal for a time in a day. She is so poor that she cannot manage food for 3 times in a day. That is why she is cooking meal for only a time in a day. Her weak hand trembles. Trembles means like this. This trembles. Yes, trembles like this. Okay, trembles like this. Weak hands trembles as she adds fallen leaves and straw to the fire. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna, whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady, again and again, again and again. The dancing flame of the fire, remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. That's mean the dancing flame of the fire reminds Meherjan of the turmoil, that's mean ups and downs of his life, the dangers of her life, the crisis of her life he faced in her life. Okay, this is very significant sentence. Okay, not long ago Meherjan had everything. Not long ago Meherjan had everything: a family, cultivable land, and cattle. Okay, so what Meherjan lost? Meherjan had everything: a family, cultivable land, cattle, like this. But the erosion of Jamuna gradually consumed all her landed property. So she lost her landed property in erosion of mighty river Jamuna. Okay, it finally claimed only shelter during the last monsoon. During the last monsoon, she lost her only shelter for the due to the river erosion. Okay. It took the river only a day to devour. Devour means, devour, like this. Eat very quickly. It is like called devour. So it took the river only a day. It took river the only a day to devour Meherjan's house, trees, vegetable garden, and the bamboo bush. So the mighty river took everything Meherjan had. Meherjan had house, trees, vegetable garden, bamboo bush, landed property, but she lost everything in the river Erizon, the last in the last monsoon. Okay, last year we can say also. She had a happy family once. Mirjan had a happy family once. Over the years, that's mean years after years, she lost her husband and her family to diseases that cruel hunger and poverty brought to the family. She lost everything. She lost her family. She lost her houses. She lost her husband and the family members. Why? Because of diseases, and that diseases caused by cruel hunger and poverty, okay, brought to the family. This is very pathetic. Like this, there are thousands of Mirzans we can see every year. Lots of people are losing their houses due to river erosion. Okay, now she is that is Mirjan is the only one left to live on with the loss and the pain. So in the family members, only Mirjan is alive to suffer this kind of loss and pain. There is no other people left of her family. Only Mirjan is alive to suffer this loss and pain. So we find a very pathetic story of a woman called Mirjan who lives in the bank of the river mighty Jamuna. She has lost everything of her possession due to river erosion, and this is a common picture of her country. Okay, the greedy Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. The greedy Jamuna, that's mean Jamuna river is very greedy. Jamuna river behaves like a greedy man. Okay, has shattered. That's mean break into many pieces her dreams and happiness. There are thousands others waiting to share the same fate like Mirjan. There are thousands of people who are waiting to share the same fate like Mirjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers. You all of you know that Bangladesh is a land of rivers. Some of those banks overflow or erode during monsoon. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living along the river banks. Okay, so erosion is a harsh reality to the people who live in the river bank. Okay, harsh reality, you know, very cruel reality like this. During each monsoon, many more villages are threatened by the mighty rivers like the Jamuna, the Padma, the Meghna. So during each monsoon, many more villages are threatened by the mighty rivers like the Jamuna, the Meghna, the Padma, like this. It is estimated that it is calculated that every year, that river erosion makes at least 100,000 people homeless every year. It is estimated that it is calculated that river erosion makes at least 100,000 people homeless every year in Bangladesh. Can you imagine how many people lost their houses during this monsoon due to river erosion? I think you can guess. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. So here we also see river erosion is the result of climate change. We are suffering from the climate change, and river erosion is also the main dangers caused by climate change. If we can promote action to adapt to climate change, there will be thousands of more Mirjans in our towns and villages every year. If we fail to promote actions to adapt climate change, there will be thousands of Mirjans in our towns, in our villages every year. So this is a just warning for us. So we should be careful about this problem. Okay, dear students, this is all about our passage. Now we will go to our classwork activities. Students, now it is for your class work activities, and I hope that you will be able to identify the following sentences true or false and give the correct answer if the statements are false. So dear students, tell the answer of the statement, true or false. Merjan lives in a building, true or false? Yes, you can easily get the answer. Merjan lives in a building or another places. Yes. She looks more young than her age. The question will be, she looks younger than her age. There is a mistake, I'm sorry. She looks younger than her age. Merjan makes meal for 3 times in a day. Merjan takes meals for 3 times in a day. True or false? Yes. She had a happy family once. That means Merjan had a happy family once. Sorry. River erosion is one of the main dangers caused by climate change. River erosion is one of the main dangers caused by climate change. True or false? Yes. Write the answer and I will provide you with the correct answer and you will match the answer you have written in your answer script. Okay. Have you written it? Yes. I think you have written. Just match the answer. The first one is false. The first one is false. What is the correct answer? Yes. Merjan lives in a slum. Merjan lives in a slum on the Sirajganj town protection embankment. Okay. So where does Merjan lives? Merjan lives in a slum. Number 2, it is also false. Correct answer. She looks more aged than her age. She looks more aged than her age. She is nearly 45, but she looks more than 45, like 50 or 55, like this. Okay. Have you got the point? Yes, I think. Match the answer, dear students. You have written and match the answer. I'm trying to give you the answer of the question number 3 is also false. What is the correct answer? Yes. Merjan takes only a meal only for 1 time in a day. Merjan takes meal only for 1 time in a day. Okay. The answer of the question number 4 is true, and also the answer of the question number 5 is also true. So first three questions are false and the last 2 are true. Okay. So dear students, now it is time for our language focus or grammar. So as usually I will discuss in the voice change. You know, voices are 2 types, active voice and passive voice. We give importance or emphasis or preference on subject in active voice, and in the passive voice we put emphasis or emphasize or preference on the object in the place of subject. Okay. You know, when the subject does or performs the action, it is called active voice, and when does not do the action or perform of the sentence, it is called passive voice. Okay. So the structure of passive voice, you know, you can see the example of passive voice. Begum Rokeya was encouraged by her husband. Her husband encouraged Begum Rokeya to continue her study, but her husband is not subject here. Begum Rokeya is subject in the sentence, but Begum Rokeya does not perform the action encourage. That is why this sentence is called passive voice, and the structure of passive voice is like that. You know, subject, be verb, and past participle form of verb and extension. Subject, be verb, there are 8 be verbs, you know, am, is, are, was, are, be, been, being, and you will take an be verb, and the past participle of the verb is called passive voice, and the extension, in extension you can find by plus object. There is a exercise for you. Her husband encouraged Begum Rokeya. Write the answer. Her husband encouraged Begum Rokeya. Okay. Yes, you are right. Begum Rokeya was encouraged by her husband. Begum Rokeya was encouraged by her husband. The students, pay attention. You know, the subject of the active voice become object of the passive voice, and the object of the active voice becomes subject of the passive voice. remember it always. Okay, so this sentence will help you to write the answer correctly, and you will be able to use the active voice and passive voice in your real life situation, in your spoken, in your writing. Okay, dear students, it is time for your evaluation. Tell the meaning of the words. I hope that you will be able to tell the meaning of the words. River erosion. Yes, tell the meaning. What is the meaning of river erosion? Yes, I have just seen you in images. Image. Cage. Yes. What is cage? Whispering sound. Whispering sound like this. Shattered. Shattered. What is the meaning of shattered? Yes. Monsoon. Tell the meaning of word monsoon. Slum. Unsteady. Turmoil. Yes, I hope that you will be able to tell the answer of this word meaning. Now there are some questions for you. Answer the questions. Who is Meherjan? Tell the answer of the question. Who is Meherjan? Yes. Where does she live? Sorry. Where does she lives? What is she trying to do? What is she trying to do? Question number 4. What has Meherjan lost in river erosion? The answer of the questions will be large. What has Meherjan lost? Yes, you have to mention some things what Meherjan has lost in river erosion, due to river erosion. Yes. Number 5. Why should we promote actions to adapt climate change? Why should we promote action to adapt climate change? Yes, tell the meaning. Tell the answer of the questions. Let's tell what is the structure of passive voice. What is the structure of passive voice? Yes, I hope that you will be able to tell all the answers of the questions. Now, dear students, take your homework. We are very ending part of our class. Take your homework. Write a short paragraph on a victim of river erosion. Write a short paragraph on a victim of river erosion. Have you written your homework? Yes, I hope that you have written your homework. And now, students, I would like to give a special thank for attending the class, and I hope that you will be hale and hearty by the grace of Almighty Creator. Okay, dear students, take care. Bye bye. See you.